Hello, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. All right, at least it's not raining anymore right now. So, yeah, so right now it's 8:40. So yesterday the market was great. Shows that there's some sign. I mean, more stocks are going up. So, oh yeah, good morning. Kelvin here from Round and Search. So, more stocks are going up. So, we can actually find some of the theoretical most active stocks today. Or else, I was thinking like because on Tuesday, Monday, the market was bad. So, that's why I was thinking of sharing another way of doing the day trade in the morning. So not gonna use the theoretical opening price, but since yesterday the market was good, so we might be able to find something in the market. So this is the trading platform over here, and thank you for joining into this live stream session. And if you have any questions, okay, leave it in the comment box and I'll share it. I'll answer your questions. And of course, remember to share this and like this post. And if let's say you can just give me a star from the Facebook side. And yeah, let's look into it and see what are the stocks that we have today. Okay, so of course, give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and also like our Facebook page so that you can get any updates or notification on our next live stream. So what we're gonna use here, the technique that we are using, we'll be looking into the TO volume and then compare it with the sell queue. So we're gonna enter once we find something that we want, then we're gonna look into it and send the order in 5 seconds before the market open. Okay, so you can see from the trading platform here, I have the TO change, TO price, and TO volume. So for those of you who have been joining this for some time, then you would have know that these are the things that I look into it. So looking for those stocks that push up in the morning and also the day before that they have the price are moving up to attract the buyers. So that's why these are the stocks usually are attracting buyers. So you shouldn't be looking at it for a long term. Okay, so I see here the next. Then at the high side today, the TO price change is 2 cents. Again, let me share with you is we're gonna enter. If let's say we send the order in, then we're gonna send in at the best buy queue higher than the best buy queue before the market opens. So we're not gonna match at the order the price that you send in. For example, at this point over here is 0.93 cents. So if we send in at 94 cents, then we will get it at 93 cents when the market open. Okay, if let's say there's no one actually coming in as well. All right, so I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna explain while I go through the market here. Go through what stocks that we can look into it. So basically, what I like to look into it is I would like to look at those stocks that is 1 ringgit and above. The reason is because when we are doing day trade, Malaysian market is not so liquid and it's not so active. So that's why if you look for 1 ringgit and above, the profit is much more is worth the trades. If let's say few cents, then the market the price just move up like maybe 2 cents and you don't get much from it. Okay, so we see from Inari here, it doesn't match what we want. So we did a trade, I think this week, Tuesday, for my training class student for the day trade session. So we did it on Inari. So I'm gonna post that recording later. So I'm still editing it, so to cut it short, so easier for you guys to look into it. So if let's say any one of you are interested to know more about how this day trading, how I look into the big boys transaction data from the accumulation up to the day trading, whether you want to do a swing trade or you can actually find out more about our training course. Okay, we do have a training course here. So yeah, so the May intake. The next one will be coming on May. So if you want to look into it, we have an early bird discount. So find out more later. I'll share with you guys later on because I started late, sorry about it. So right now I need to keep up to find the right stocks. Basically, what we have here, okay, all are moving downwards, all rebound quite high. If let's say moving up, TO price open at 10 cents, I'm not going to look into it. The reason is because high chances, from my experience, that high chances that they will just retrace right after the market opened. $502. So again, this session is for educational purpose only. You shouldn't following into this. The reason is because it's a live stream. There might be some delay. So if let's say there's a delay, then because we're gonna the one that I'm showing you guys is that we might be moving in at 5 seconds before the markets open. Did I turn on my mic? Yes, okay. Just in case. I did try before when I started the live stream and I forgot to go live. That was the very first live stream. So again, if you are watching this, please give us a like. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page. Something is a bit difficult here today because most of the stocks are moving, is rebound from the bottom. It doesn't really fulfill what I'm looking at usually. So I might find something that is previous day they have some rebound here. So it might not be a good trade today. And for this session, it's a demonstration session, so that's why I will use a paper trade to show it to you guys. So the paper trade I'm using, the apps is seafood.mine. So if you have seen us doing live stream there, so yeah, I've shared a lot. I'll show you the apps later on. Okay. Most of the stock are moving down and then are shooting back up higher. So it's a bit difficult for me to because it doesn't fulfill what I always look at it. So I might not trade, I might not enter, I might not do any paper trade into it. There's a lot, even though yesterday a lot of price have rebound, but showing a lot of attracting buyers going on. So we have 8 minutes to market open, 7 minutes actually. All right, I think that's it for here. Very active in the today. So REITs, we are not going to look into it. And all those warrant, we're not going to look into it. If you want to look into warrant, then we have to look back into those that is what do you call it, the mother share, because the warrant move according to the mother shares. 6 minutes left. Mainly for pre-open market, the stocks that we gonna choose that fulfill the criteria usually are those stocks that they are attracting buyers. So you know that the big boys are attracting buyers, so you don't want to actually jump into it. That's a lot of it. There's too okay. If let's say the TO change is like 10 cents, 9 cents, or 3 or 4 cents is still okay. So if let's say more than that, we're not gonna look into it. Yesterday price is 8 at 5 cents. BP plan. I think this is more of what we are looking at. Let's see, does it fulfill? Okay, all fulfill. So I'm trying my best to actually speak while I look into it. Yeah. Like 12 cents up, forget about it. 3 cents is still okay. So we have 4 minutes left to market open. So we need to decide which one to look into it. Probably the best one right now that we see is, let me look back into my favorite list. Doesn't fulfill. Okay, so move back into my favorite list. So I've added a lot over here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put out those that move up more than 3 or 4 cents. So this one also, this one also, this one also. So we have to do a second time screening whenever we look into this. So we have 3 over here. I think the one that is that really fulfill what we want is actually this one, because the price is still at the high side the day before. And also if you look into the daily charts, that keep on churning the volume, pushing up the price. So at this point over here, they are attracting buyers, so they're going to push up the price once a little bit more, so they're going to throw it back down later on after the markets open. All right, so I think this is one of it, or maybe this one. This one, I am going to look into it probably right after the market open. Okay, so one thing is that if let's say you are doing day trades, then you have to focus one by one. You can't just look into it all into all of it at one time. This one I'll just leave it for later on. So I think I'm going to focus in this because this is what it fulfills what I want. Let's see this one here. Do give me some feedbacks, like what you want me to look into it, as in like when I'm doing the explanation. And of course, remember to give us a like. Then yeah, so settle this and this, so 2 of this. So I'm gonna look into this first when the market open. So when you open, when the market opens, when you enter, is you can see right now here is a 117. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to park it at higher price when the market is open. So it's probably a 118. Okay, so 118, you key in the order. So you can't just sorry, if you put in 118, you will get it at 117. 110, okay, which is the opening price, the TO price. So usually I'll just put this as because this is a paper trade, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to straight away put that 110. That's my entry here. Okay, so you can see there's no longer any TO change at this point for BP plant. So if 5 seconds before the market opens, this one's still like this, then I'm not going to look into it. Okay, so that's why it's important for us to wait until the last 5 seconds to decide to send in the orders. Don't send in right now, because then might this kind of situation happen, and then there's no TO change. It doesn't fulfill our criteria. So right now, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, market open. So we're not going to enter at the pre-open market. Okay, so we need to stick to all this. So what I'm going to look into it is look into this, because I say that I'm going to look into this like before the market open, after the market open. So a slightly different strategy that we are looking into it here today is we're not going to look into it right at the market open here today. So we're going to monitor this and then to see it. I might wait for it to have a gap down first before. So right after they have a gap down, maybe not gap down, the price press down, and then they cause one round of price up. That is what I will look into it. Let me open the book movement. So when we are doing day trade, this is very important. We need this quote movement here. If you don't have this software, you can read it from here, but I prefer with this software is because it has the showing you how much the quote is changed, okay, how much the orders are canceled or maybe are fulfilled, and then the time as well. What time does this transaction actually comes in? So we're gonna watch. They have basically what I see from this stock is yesterday when the price market is down, the price is down. There are some volume coming in to support. So at that point, that is the supporting volume. So we might see some small price up today. It's not gonna be a huge rebound up and then move up to a certain point, but we're gonna watch it. Okay. So we do see 170. There's a lot of, they have clear 170 and then they refill back. You can see they are buying, and all this transaction comes in. We need to take into account of the transaction, what time it's done. So if let's say there's too many of all these small transaction comes in, like every 1 second, every 2 second, every 3 second once, those are not, it doesn't indicate that the big boys want to push or clear that price. So in that case, yeah, if let's say they want to clear something, they can actually clear in within 1 second. You can see 170, all this transaction comes in. It started from about 1735 of the sell orders and then left about like maybe 700 plus. Then but of course, if let's say they want to clear everything, then they will actually clear it off and won't left any of orders are queuing at the sell side. So right now what we see here is that they left about 800 there and then they refill back to 2000 plus. So this is a dangerous signal to tell us that they don't want to push the price up higher. So we might see the price are being pressed down later on. So this is what we can see over here. 169, there's a lot of huge selling volume here. And then 13 seconds later, there's another huge selling volume. And then the next selling transaction comes in at 21 seconds. So every 5 seconds, there's one. Every 2 seconds, there's one. So these are creating a lot of selling pressure. Okay, so sometimes they just want to shake off the retail investor in the market before they push the price up higher. Okay, so this is what we have seen here. Basically, yesterday I checked. Wait, let me see whether it's in my list or not. Did I select any of it? since we are waiting for it. Yeah, we have one here from yesterday that we can look at it. So probably I'm not going to look into this anymore. So I did some homework yesterday that I've shared this before in I forgot which live stream, that this stocks like this. You can see yesterday when the price is down at the bottom here, there's a high volume actually comes in. So there's someone is actually going into support at that price, but support, it doesn't mean that they will continue to push the price up higher. They might just want to maintain the price, or the directors comes in to buy or sell, comes in to buy and then hold for a very long time. So directors, big investors, they come in, they just want to attract buyers. No, sorry. They just want to maintain the price so they can hold for very long term. So in that case wise, if they are holding for very long term, then it's not the things that we want to look into it, because what we want is those stocks that they have the intention to push the price up higher. But of course, we're gonna look into it. If let's say during the day the price is the price right now is going down, so it's something that I want to see that is going down. I prefer it to have them to go down first, and then you can see that the stock price is there's a bit of price up here. So usually I'll try to look into the 1 minute charts and see this high volume is actually coming in at the bottom at this point. So right now is 116 is clear, so you can see the buy queue here, there's no more 116. So let's wait and see. I'm going to wait for another round. If let's say the huge volume actually comes in, they clear up higher, they clear the sell queue, then that is the time that we can look into it. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside because I'm not going to look into this. Because when we look into intraday trading, the chart itself, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really help that much. The most helpful one is from the transaction data. Because the transaction data, it will indicate what is their intention, whether they want to push the price up higher, whether they want to throw the price down lower, and also the buy sell queue changes. So like I say just now, like all this transaction that it comes in, whether they are the transaction is done maybe 2-3 seconds, after every 2-3 seconds, then that actually tells us something, whether the big boys want to push the price up higher. Okay, so we see a huge volume is built just now at 116. It has gone down to 114 before, and then it bounced back up. So what we want to look for right now is 116. If let's say yes, right now they refill back to 178 of buy orders. So 117, we need to watch the clearing. If let's say there's a huge volume come in to clear 117, huge volume, what I mean is that you can see the buy side, sell side over here, 117 is there, 421 orders. They will just clear everything in 1 second, then that's it. That is the sign to tell us that they will move the price up higher. But if let's say they clear off everything, but they refill back, then basically that is not. Okay, so slightly we have to wait. Let's wait and see. One more thing, when you're doing intraday trading, let's say for example in the morning, make sure you have done everything. You don't have to go to the toilet again. You don't have to run for something else, because you need to have that focus to keep focusing on the price changes. All right. So I don't use if you are using like maybe traditional technical analysts do the plotting of resistance, or maybe using indicators to day trade, I would say is not effective. It will not be consistent, because those are too slow for you to know that, oh, the big boys are coming in. You wait for the resistance to break out, and then that's it. Because if you wait for a resistance to break out and then it hits to the higher point, so it's lower. But if let's say you look into a transaction, once you see the transaction, there's full amount of transaction comes in to clear one price, then that is, we know that, okay, they are coming, so we can just move in at that point. So that's why I say is you can't look into the charts. And if let's say I'm doing swing trade wise or any of the trades, I don't look into a chart as well. I look into a chart, but I don't plot the the resistance, or maybe look into the indicators, because all those are just telling us what is happening right now for these stocks. It doesn't tell us like what is going to happen. Okay, so if you study about all these stocks longer time, all these indicators and all these technique, the longer time, you'll find it is just merely telling us that what is happening right now in that stocks. It doesn't tell us like what is going to happen. So if we want to know what is going to happen, then we need to understand how the big boys actually works. How do they do the transaction before they push the price up higher? What are the transactions that they will do? Okay, so that is the main thing. And that is also one of the reasons why a lot of technical analysts out there, or last time I do use support resistance indicators or chart patterns in the past. So why you experience it is that's not consistent when you are making when you're doing the trades. Okay, because it's just telling us the very surface that what is happening, but don't tell us what is going to happen. So yeah, let me see. So far right now, they are maintaining the price back up. So we can see from here, this is a 1 minute charts. It does not necessarily that you will need to use 1 minute charts for trades, but what I want to see is that where does this volume actually comes in. The volume actually comes in at this point and is supported at this point. So what we are waiting right now is I want to wait for them to clear, okay, to give us the signal, okay, or go signal that they will move up the price slightly higher. Okay, so we might not have any trades here. Okay, don't have any expectation that day trading will be very exciting. Day trading is not that exciting. It's not like in US market, mainly because it's Malaysian market. So it doesn't mean that in US market you can actually make more profit, or of course, if let's say you know how, then of course you can actually make more profit. If you do not know how, basically you can make there's no changes. Okay, excuse me, there's no difference. Okay, there's no difference. The main thing is not the market. The main thing is ourselves, whether we know how to analyze all this. If you know how, then you can make money anywhere. If you do not know how, anywhere you will lose money. So they cancel 35 lots at 117. Okay, so we just continue to look into it. So yeah, the market is about whether you know how to whether you are using the right way to trade in the stock market, which a lot of retailers right now, everyone are using the wrong way. I won't say the wrong way, but less effective way, because we are so used to like look into the charts the traditional way, resistance, plotting, all this, okay, because everyone is using it. If let's say that, like for example, what I'm using right now, not many people are using it. I would say those who are using this method is only like those like maybe really professional day trader, or maybe like those really know how to look into the big boys, so they're gonna look into this. So there are ways, okay, so you don't need to know who are the big boys, you just need to know how is their transaction is, then you can do all this by yourself. So waiting, and just now the stocks, this is the another stock, the first one that we look into it. So it's showing sign that there is a high volume actually coming in at the bottom. So what I'm watching this on in the other screen also. So in fact, maybe later on I'm going to show you like how I did, because I didn't really look into US market before. So what I'm gonna do is what I'm doing is that right now I'm trying out one of my technique in US market this week. So it helps a bit, okay? It did helps a bit, but during the day I find out something when I'm doing the trades. Okay, so mainly what I'm doing for the US market day trade is in their morning trade also. Okay, probably up until our time about 12 o'clock. I'm not gonna stay up for a very long time to look into US market because I need to sleep. All right. So imagine like yesterday, if let's say I look into the market, and right now I need to do this live stream, then I wouldn't have not enough sleep, right? So there's some transaction coming in another stocks. This stock is basically just waiting and waiting. Let's see what is here. So if you have any questions you want to ask, then you can always ask, all right? Don't feel shy. This might be okay. So this is the buy sell queue for this stocks. 7, 8. So we see this, if they clear off all at one time, then we're gonna look into this. So when you're looking into one, then your hands, you need to actually start to get ready the orders, because you can't just wait for it to clear, then after it, then only you clean the orders. That will be too late. So let's see. 168 here, there's 2,000 over lots. Okay, 118. Huge lot buying, but it's not clearing. So like I say, if let's say they have the intention to clear, they will actually do all of it within seconds. So this big transaction actually separated into 3 tranche, which is one is 53 seconds, 54 seconds, 56 seconds. So it's not really a sell. It's not really a true transaction. We do see some buying from another stocks right now. Not that much. Okay, it's basically just selling down. Just put this into a smaller size so I can see this at the same time. So yeah. So that's why I say intraday trade, if you really want to start to look into this, then you have to do practice. If you don't practice it, you will end up losing a lot, never ending cutting loss. So you need to get the paper trade to use to the speed and analyze all this transaction data, because paper trade is not I won't say paper trade is not useful, but it's useful in a way that help us to practice this kind of transaction data, to analyze all these transaction data and react to it instantly. Then if you are familiar with this, then you can start off with a small amount of trades for your day trades. Don't go too high. Okay, whenever you buy stocks, You don't buy according to how much profit you want. You buy according to how much you want to protect yourself, or how much your emotional can that your emotional can take. All right, because there's no point for you to buy a lot and then you're expecting more profit from it. Then you will end up, if let's say the stock price goes against of what, okay, you can see 180 is clear, that is fast. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to look into it at 18169. Let's see, wait, let's see whether, okay, they review 168 at the buy price. So I'm going to add this once. Okay, let's say assume that we enter right now we still have 168, so we're gonna paper trade at 168. Okay, so I'm just gonna write it down. All right, 168. I'm gonna look at like maybe 40 lots. So 168 is clear. So right now 169. So since we are into this, I'm gonna look into this only. This stocks only. 168 refill to the buy side. So they refill to about like 3,000 plus. So right now, if they don't refill, means that they don't want to push up the price. So means that, so right now they refill. So we might see that they're gonna clear 169. Okay, so this is what I mean. If let's say they really have the intention to push the price up higher, they can actually move the price up or clear the 168 buy orders within seconds. So let me show you. You can see here 168. It was 1,000 plus. And then all of these are done within seconds. So it's clear everything. Okay, so this is actually telling us that they really want to push the, they would really want to clear the price and push the price up higher. If let's say they come in like maybe 2 or 3 seconds one time, then no. Okay, those are not. So like I say, you need to get ready your buy order screen. Okay, key in the orders. So usually what I do is that I will have it like if you are using this Excel Force trading platform, if you click the buy, there's options over here. You can click the options. I already set, like if let's say I want to buy, I'm gonna buy straight away from best buy, best sell price, or if I want to sell, I straight away sell at the best buy price. So instantly I get it, instantly I sell it. Okay, so this is how you look into it, how you need to be fast. Okay, it's 169 right now. Okay, so 169, they have touched 169 like 20 lots. 5. Put this aside. Oh, one straight throw out. Eh? Yeah, you can see one huge throw out. 168 done. Okay, then back to 167. So let's see whether they move back up. If they don't move back up, then we have to cut loss. Okay, day trading is not always make profit. Investment doesn't mean that you will have profit every day. I remember just now I forgot to turn on the auto scroll, so that's why I don't see the transaction is coming in. So 168 is clear, you can see. So sell price is back to 169. 168 is refill back to buy side, but it's not okay, right now it's refill back. Sometimes they will do this kind of a huge sell one time and then they stop. Sometimes they want to shake off some seller. This are selling is 68. Back to buy 169, then throw back to 168. So you can see that how fast the transaction it is, that until your trading platform doesn't show that they actually hit 169 just now. Or maybe I missed it. I didn't see that. So it doesn't matter. So look back into this. 168, buy side, they have no refill. Jump back to sell side, they refill back to about 1,000 plus. If they do this again, what I mean is if they clear 168 and jump back to the buy side, and then throw down 168 and jump back to the sell side again and refill back to about 1000 plus, 2000 plus, I'm gonna get out from this. Okay, let's see. Any comments? No. It's live, right? Okay, I did click the live button. Okay, great. 168, refill back to 2000 plus. These are the transactions that I don't really want to see it, where they refill back to the sell side. How is it like today? They will have a small... Okay, 168 is clearing slowly. That very obvious. My eyes can actually see it, that they are buying actually coming in and refill back to about 2000 plus. Okay, so I'm not gonna look into this anymore. They might continue to go down a little bit before they have the price actually have a rebound. So this one here, we have no choice because they keep on refilling. This kind of things is very dangerous. And the buying is like 25-second ones, and then 38 seconds once, so it's 13 seconds in between, then 2-second ones, and then 2-second ones again. So it's more of like attracting buyers at this point. So right, yeah, exit at 167. Okay, so 1 cent losses, so which means that I'm losing about like 40 ringgit because I'm buying 40 lots. So 40 lots, 40 ringgit. If let's say plus the transaction, you know, the brokerage fee is probably about like maybe 80 or maybe 90 ringgit. Okay, so no profit here today. Okay, so it's not like last week or past few weeks before that we have a profit. So yep, because they keep on refill here, so I'm not comfortable with this. So this is it. So day trading, what the reason why I'm showing you this is because I want you guys to know. A lot of people ask me about day trading. Intraday trading, okay, seems very exciting. Okay, they see some of my video, can make profit within a few seconds, within what. So all this, how do I really use it, look into it, analyze it, is you need to really focus on the transaction data. So it's not an easy thing for the start. So if let's say for any one of you who likes to play games, or any young guys out there, if you play games like play Dota or any of these MMORPG game, this shouldn't be a problem for you, because you can actually look into all different types of things. You can see right now the price is actually down to 167. Yeah, so that's why that's the reason why I do this live stream, is to share with you guys like how intraday trading is really like. I don't want people to once they see the short-term trading, okay, intraday trading, then it's fine. For myself, this kind of situation, when I use intraday trading, is sometimes if let's say the market allows, then I'll do intraday trading. If let's say the market is coming back, then I'm going to do short-term trading, or the overall the market, the big boys are pushing the price up higher, then I'm going to use short-term trading. Or they have done the accumulation, more big boys are coming in to do the accumulation at the bottom, then I'm going to do a swing trade. So there's no fix for me. Trading, whether short-term, long-term, intraday, is just a method of trading. What is really important is to how you analyze, how the knowledge of how you interpret all this data in the market. Okay, so and you know, after you interpret, then you write along with it with the big boys intention, whether they want to push the price up higher or whether they want to throw the price down lower. So you act on it, you sell it, or maybe you enter into it or follow them along the way. So that is the thing, the knowledge of this interpreting the skill. Okay, All right, so this is basically today cut loss one price level. Okay, so I can't have nasi lemak here today, so I only can go for the roti kosong and ice kosong. All right, so so of course, if you like us, okay, like this session, what we are sharing out, give us a like, share this out to more people, okay, or and let more people know about day trading or intraday trading. It's not that easy, okay, it's not that simple, so we need to look a lot into all these transactions. But of course, our training course here, we have set it up in a structural way so we can learn all this in a very easy way in a structural form. So it's a 6-month trading course. It consists of day trade, short-term trade, and also swing trade as well. Understand how, after attending this training course, you will know how to find accumulation, big boys accumulation stocks, and how to know whether the big boys that they have done accumulation, that they want to push the price up higher or they mark up the price, so you can follow along with it. Okay, so we can look into some of our older posts that you can see the profit potential that we can make. Sometimes you can go 100%, sometimes you can go 50%, sometimes you can even go much more. All right, for by just identifying the big boys accumulation. So like I say, basically the training course, we are guiding you how to interpret all these transaction data from the price and volume action to this transaction data, so that you know how to follow the big boys intention and you will not get trapped in such a bear market again in the previous bear market. Because if you look into indicators or any of it, it will always be just telling you that, oh, right now the market is bad. Yes, I know the market is bad because my portfolio is in red. That's why the market is bad. Okay, I can see from it. You don't need the lagging indicators or the support broken to tell you that the market is bad. Okay, but what we want to know is when is the market is going to turn back. That is when you look into the big boys. Okay, so how we can always avoid this and how we can actually make profit in last year 2021 bear market, we are able to achieve a 30 point something over percent in the stock market, is because we are able to avoid that bear market before it happens. Because we see majority of the big boys, they are attracting buyer aggressively, pushing up the price. Why they are doing it? Because they want to attract your attention so that you come in during the bull market. So that's where they sell, and every one of them, they will throw the price down lower when the bear, that's where the bear market happens. Okay, so that's why it's not just about making profit, it's also about protecting your profit as well. So the first priority in trading is we need to protect the profit. If you don't protect your profit, no matter how much you make in the bull market, it is pointless. Okay, why? Because you can make hundreds over a percent, then you can lose 50% in the bear market. So if you lose 50%, basically the 100% is gone. Okay, 100 to 50 ringgit is 50% gone. 50 ringgit goes up to 100 is 100%. So that's why if you go 50% is wiped out, or maybe 60% is wiped out, basically everything is wiped out, your profit. So you need to know about how to protect the profit by knowing when is the big boys going to sell the shares, okay, or distributing. Majority of them are distributing, then that is the point. That is the bear market. Okay, all right. So the next intake will be coming on the on May. Okay, first week of May is starting at first week of May weekend. So it's a 6-month training course. So if you sign up right now, before 22nd of March, you get an early bird discount at 3988. If let's say after that time, then you will actually get it at the price, cost fee price will be at 4288. Okay, so if you want to know more about this, the details, all right, so you can click the link in the description box, and also PM us if let's say you want to find out more about our training course. Okay, and that's it here for today. Thank you very much for joining. I'll see you guys again next week. And if let's say you like this, okay, you want us to cover about the US stock market day trading, leave a comment or give us a like, so that give us a heart, okay, so that we know that you want to look into this. Then we're going to schedule one live stream to talk about this. All right, so thank you very much. See you guys again next week. I'm going for my roti kosong now. Bye bye.